Okay, so indicting a ham sandwich means that a reasonable person could believe that the person probably committed the crime. It doesn't mean that they're definitely guilty. It's a very low standard. And I wish Georgia would just go ahead and jump in both feet first, because I know that she's waiting to convict Donna, and everybody is split on if they'll go after Wendy, but I don't think they will. And I think it's because Georgia will look at it like, look, I got 4 convictions under my belt. With a little luck, she'll get number 5, and then she'll call it a day. Why? Because she'll be like, why have this big fail at the end of these 5 successful cases? But I think she's looking at it in the wrong way for a couple of reasons. For starters, convicting 5 of those players is no small thing. And even if the biggest fish of all does not get convicted, that in no way detracts from what she has accomplished these past 10 years with putting 5 of these players away. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I think she'll get the conviction, because I have watched now for a couple of years and no jury hands out a not guilty verdict. They're like impossible to get. I've watched so many people that I was like, oh, the prosecution doesn't have enough. It's overzealous. It's malicious. The jury's going to see right through it. And bam, guilty. Everybody is going to jail that gets tried, it seems. And I would imagine that Wendy, of all people, has had her hands in so many different things leading up to this crime, during the crime, after the crime. And even if she was only responsible for psychological warfare, isn't that enough? Isn't it because of her that this all got put in motion? So why shouldn't she be punished for that? Why should she walk away scot-free just because she didn't get her actual hands dirty? Everybody knows it was her that got Dan killed. And so even if you look at it like, well, you don't deserve to put an innocent person in prison. Is she? Is she innocent? I mean, how could she behave the way she has behaved from the minute it all happened? And way before, too. She was really vindictive way before. She started all the animus between them. He was not a bad person, and he was getting over her. But she just couldn't stand it. And all the things that she has done, those things need to be punished, not rewarded by giving her countless amounts of inheritances through her sons. She's living the life of Riley. She never has to work again. I would guess she made out with about $10 million when I sit there with my pad and my pencil adding it all up. It's just wrong. So all I want is for Georgia to take a chance, excuse me, look at that 48 hours video. If y'all have seen it, share it and just keep sharing it, and maybe it'll wind up on her desk and she can watch it for inspiration. And I guarantee you that she'll look at this in another way and think, yeah, everybody is guilty these days, and maybe Wendy will get a guilty verdict too. So come on, Georgia, roll those dice and get us a guilty verdict for Wendy. Oh my God, I need to calm down. But really, I mean, even if we don't get the guilty verdict, which I'm thinking we probably will, because Georgia knows this case so well, and the prosecutor that won that other case in the 48 hours, he was the lead prosecutor, and it took him a long time to make an arrest because they just didn't think they had it. But he finally went ahead and arrested the guy, and then he gets voted out of office, and all that's left to prosecute the case is a brand new assistant DA that had never even tried a case before. But through the month-long trial, she found her stride and she got the conviction. And not only did she get the conviction, but it was brought before the Supreme Court, and the verdict was upheld. So Georgia could easily, in her sleep, try this case. And the last thing I wanted to say was, even if she loses, which I hate to even say that, but if she lost, wouldn't it be worth it to just put Wendy through the angst and the expense of a trial and sitting in jail for 6 months? I mean, to me, that would be somewhat justice if we couldn't get the full conviction. So I just wish they would do that. And I need to calm down because I don't think it's going to happen. But wouldn't it be great? All right. That's it, y'all. Thanks. Bye.